Hey, good evening. What's going on? Welcome to episode 58 of The Homefront and combined tonight with Girls Night Live. So I will give you guys a few minutes to jump on before we get started. Let me know if you're in the feed. Please hit the like button, hit the love button, share this out. Don't be selfish with the info. We have a couple good topics this evening. Hey, Sham, what's going on? Thank you for jumping on here this evening. Just going to give everyone a couple minutes. Please share this out. I do this every night. What's going on, Terrence? Usually I come to you guys every weekday evening and I give you a little bit of information on real estate. Hopefully it's helpful. And on Tuesday nights, we usually have Girls Night Live. Since my homegirl Tiffany's kind of been taking a break, I think we're going to kind of do a little finale until she returns because it's kind of hard for me to do two shows in one night back to back. If it was a little bit different and I was switching, well, hello, maybe she's going to be my co-host this evening. She decided to pop on up here. What do you have to add for the evening? Nothing? That's what I was thinking. You didn't really have much to add. Welcome Bella to the show, everybody. She decided to pop on here. Look at that. You're getting loves. She's like a dog, I swear. Now she wants my attention. Do I smell good? She's funny. She's a funny little creature. But anyway, so we're going to talk tonight about two things. I always like to bring my real estate topics in here. Mario says hi, Bella. She'll look at me too when I'm having a conversation with her. And then we're going to talk about integrity, which seems to be the topic of the day or a couple days. But for me, I have a special reason why I'm talking about it. I had this exact same conversation with my daughter this morning before people started talking about it. And I just felt like it's just something that I want to touch on too because it rings so true and it seems to be a trending topic. So I just want to talk about it, get it off my chest. But I had a conversation today, like Crazy Duke. I had a conversation today with a new client who's looking to sell his property and to buy a new one. And he was telling me that he has an idea of, he's looking at a certain amount of house, but he doesn't know what payment that's going to come with. Hey, what's going on, Edgardo? Thank you for joining this evening. This is Bella, my co-host. Make sure I get a full shot of her. You want to turn around here for everybody? And I told him, well, the first thing that we need to do, since you're not really sure what your payment's going to be, is to get you with a loan officer. And with that being said, we're going to say, let's get you pre-approved for your max amount. And when you find out what your max amount is, then we will ask what the mortgage payment's going to be. That will give you an idea of where you are with that. And then if that amount is not what you want to pay, you're going to tell the loan officer, this is what I actually want to pay. How much house is this going to get me? Yes, she is a beauty, Edgardo. She's like a dog. She follows me everywhere. But that's my real estate tip for the day. What's going on, Victor? Thank you for jumping on. So first finding out how much you're pre-approved for and then the mortgage payment that goes along with that, and then say, okay, well, how much am I actually comfortable paying? Because the point of that is you don't want to pay too much. Just because you're pre-approved to go buy $1 million house doesn't mean you necessarily want to spend $1 million money for $1 million house. Maybe you don't need that much house. So deciding what's going to work for you, and then going out and we can start looking at those places. Also, since you have a house to sell, we want to look at what do we need to do first. Since it's more of a seller's market, it's easy to get your house sold. But it's also easy, depending on how picky you are, to find the right house. You may have to write a couple offers because it's a competitive market. So bottom line is I'm going to look in his neighborhood and I'm going to determine how quickly houses are selling. And we probably want to get him going on the buying side pretty quickly, since it may be a little bit more challenging. Not a challenge, but just a little bit more challenging, because we want to make sure that we have him in a house when we sell his house. So I think it's probably going to go pretty quickly, depending on if we find the right house for him and how quickly we do. But as long as we put together a strong offer, we can get them into something that's good. Hey, what's going on, Tracy? Thank you for joining. Hey, Yolanda, how are you guys doing this evening? Please share this out if you find it of value. Definitely don't want to be selfish with the information, and I hope you guys enjoy watching. So my topic for the day for Girls Night, which again, we're putting this on the season finale for now until Tiffany's ready to return, because I enjoy having a co-host, and Bella's not very talkative, and she just rolled out on me. So it's about integrity. We had a long conversation this morning that dragged out into, I was running late because I had this conversation with my daughter. We were both looking at a pile of clothes that she folded yesterday, and I said to her, you didn't fold all the clothes, dude. I asked you to fold the clothes. Our deal in the house is I've washed the clothes, she folds the clothes. Because when she washes the clothes, she just washes her clothes. And then she leaves them in the washing machine, and I have to go dry them. And then they have to be washed again because they stink because they've been left in the washing machine too long. So I cut her privileges of washing clothes off, and I said, from now on, I'll wash them, you dry them. So I wash them and dry them, you fold them. So I said to her yesterday very clearly when I got up and was getting ready to leave, and I said, you need to take all the clothes out of the dryer. You are responsible for folding all of these clothes. We had a couple piles because I did quite a few loads of laundry. And I said, and make sure you put the clothes that are in the washer in the dryer and do your part, since I got all these clothes washed. Well, she did not. She took the clothes out of the dryer, and then she left the clothes, and I opened the washing machine because it's a front loader. I opened it, and she left the clothes sitting in there, so we had to rewash those clothes. And then we argued about the fact that she didn't fold all the clothes. She said, I folded all the clothes. I said, I want you to look at this pile of clothes. You can lie to yourself, but you cannot lie to me. She said, look at it, it's all folded. I said, I see one pile that's folded. The second pile is not folded. It's just stacked, clothes are stacked. She's like, well, you messed them all up. And I said, what you have to understand is you can lie to yourself, but you're believing that lie right now. Hey, what's going on, Sam? Thanks for jumping on. Leo, tonight we're talking about integrity and how it's played out for me in my house the last couple of days. But what my point was, you have to be able to admit to yourself that you made a mistake, and you have to own it. And it's not about, to me, it's not the lie. It's when you believe it, it becomes another reality. So it's not a true lie in the sense of what someone is seeing. It's their reality. So they're not really lying, even though someone else may see it as not the truth. But I'm trying to get her to see that on any level of things, when your reality differs from a few other people, that you have to claim that, own it, because if she came and said, you know what, I just made a mistake, I didn't fold them like I should, I was in a rush, done. But instead, because she would not claim and hold herself accountable or responsible for her mistake, we had to continue the conversation for 20 minutes because she sat there and she argued with me and disagreed with me and told me that I was wrong. And clearly it is folded or it is not. It's just as simple as that. It's not like, you're having a difference of opinion over color in the sky. It's folded or it's not. I said, I had to hold up a sweater. I said, if this sweater was folded, it wouldn't look like it got hit with a wrinkle bomb. So I tried my hardest to just get her to understand where I was coming from, and the fact that owning your responsibility, I said, if this was your job and you were hired to do this, I would fire you. I said, because I can't pay someone to do something and they're sitting here arguing with me, telling me it's done and it's not done. So I take that's one of the simple lessons in life, even with relationships with people. You have to know what honesty is. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be responsible. And I do that. And I use myself as an example to her. And I say, do I lie to you? If I go outside and I tell you the sky is green, are you going to believe me? And she said, yes. And I said, well, do you know why I keep my word about everything that I do? I said, because if I don't have my word, I don't have anything. If people don't trust me, if they don't believe in me, they're not going to want to do business with me. And I provide a service to people to help them. So if people think I'm lying to them on a daily basis about things just to make a sale, I'm not going to have very many friends, or I'm not going to have a lot of clients. So the only thing you have is your word. You have to be honest. You have to be responsible. You have to hold yourself accountable for your mistakes, because it's a lot more respectable when you make a mistake and you lie about something, or you just don't do it to your 100% level, that you own it and you say, I didn't do it. I was in a rush. I was trying to multitask. I made a mistake. I need to go back through it. And if you claim it, you're a lot more respected than when you just sit there and you don't acknowledge it. Number one, you don't apologize. At least an apology is respectable. So I'm trying to get her to see that. Give me one. We just got a delivery of food, so I don't want him to keep barking. But yes, you earn the respect. You have to be honest, Sam. It's extremely important, and teaching a teenager that is a hard lesson, especially one who I said, do you see a pattern with your friends? Everybody else's fault. The one thing that I don't want her to grow up and be is a victim of life. There are no victims. We are victims of our own thinking. We are victims of our own reality, and the things that we project is what we see. So you have to claim your own issues. You have to think in a positive way. You have to say, this doesn't make me a less of a person. It makes me a better person for owning my mistake and growing with my mistakes. Because when we're uncomfortable, then like Stacy Cross says, when you're uncomfortable, that's where you need to be. That's when you can grow. So get uncomfortable and grow. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from them and grow. Have ethics, have morals. And it started as a simple topic about integrity and a pile of unfolded clothes, but it goes to so many more things in life. I mean, it's more, it is, your word is your bond. It is the only thing that you have, because material things don't show anything. It's more of the person you are, the character that you are, the ethics that you hold close to you. Thank you so much for the love. Hey, what's going on, Uncle Jim? But I really feel like the worst thing you can do is betray a person's trust by having no integrity, not being loyal, because that's, in my opinion, that is the same thing. Not being loyal and betraying people, not having the best intentions. I have a very big heart, and I see the best in people at all times. And my little child, I want her to see the same things that I do. I'm honest with her for that reason. I own my mistakes. I apologize to her when I've made a mistake, because I am not perfect either. So I just want her to grow up knowing we are all humans. We all make mistakes. We all make bad decisions. But as long as you are honest with yourself, because that's the one person, you can sit there and try to lie to other people and they're not going to believe you. But if you don't tell the truth to yourself and you start believing in this alternate reality, it's not, it just creates, your whole situation is going to be difficult to deal with. Hey Jennifer, thank you for joining this evening. Just talking about integrity and how important it is to start from a young age, a teenager age, where they're dealing with so many things. Days change and best friends change. And I tried to explain that to her too. At the age that she's at, you're going to have best friends. You're going to have new best friends every day. And she'll tell me every single day, oh, this person's my best friend today. And this person's my best friend. Oh, I don't like this person anymore. But I'm just trying to get her to understand that you have to have certain values, and you have to hold yourself to those same values. And by doing that, being honest with people is number one. Being loyal to your friends. And we had a little disagreement within our family. My daughter and my sister are close in age, and they disagree all the time. It's like they can only stand each other for such a short period of time before they start getting on each other's nerves. And I told them both, or I told my sister, I went to and told my daughter something that I wasn't supposed to tell. My sister told me, and I got into that middle of the circle. But I'm like, let's just have honesty all the way around this circle, because I can't hold something, say I'm not going to say anything, and then it just gets this confusion. I don't know who said what, when, and who I'm not supposed to share it with. And it's just, let's just all sit down and hug it out and be honest with each other and move on. Because I don't have time to be holding grudges. I don't have time for this one to not be talking to that one. We're all family. We get together too much. And if y'all want to sit there and be silent in a room together, that's your problem. But we're at least going to hug it out and talk about it and get over it. Exactly, Sam. You have to be true to yourself. And, that's the most important thing. If you can look yourself in the mirror and you're happy with who you are, then I hold myself accountable for being honest with people. I'm not going to tell you I agree with you if I don't agree with you. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm also going to give you my expert opinion in what I do as a realtor. And if you don't agree, we can agree to disagree. But I'm not going to change who I am and lie to you just because you want to hear that you did that your decision is right. And I tell her that all the time. I say, do you want me to lie to you and tell you that you did a good job, or do you want me to help you improve? Because that's my job as a parent. I'm not your friend, I'm your parent, and I can only help you to do better. I am your teacher at life, and I'm going to tell you the truth. And that's the way that I want her to be. I want her to be a truthful, honest person, and don't have these different facades for people, because you're not going to have friends for very long doing things that way. I agree, Joe. Truth, it can be brutal, but I would rather, my best friend, a long time ago, and she's my best friend, she will tell me exactly what she thinks. She said, she told me that I should not marry the person that I married, and I was like, I don't know how to take that, but she was honest with me. My mom was honest with me. Now, I didn't take their advice. I should have taken their advice, but they told me the truth. And my mom, she'd come back and she'd say, told you so. And I'm like, I know you did. And I own it. It's my mistake. I should have listened. But I would rather somebody tell me the truth than just be like, oh, okay, well, that sounds like a good idea. I'm not going to do that. And I don't want anyone who's my real friend to do that either. I want you to look. You can be honest. You can have tact. Like I've said before, my best friend, she can call me a bitch. And she can get away with it because she's my best friend. There's only a few people that are on a list that can just tell me the truth like that. Other people need to have tact, but I want honesty. That's what I want. I exude honesty. I give too much explanation sometimes of why I do what I do, but I think it helps because at least you can trust me. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall say. Exactly. It's exactly right. Life's on life. Exactly. So I hope that was valuable to you guys this evening. Honesty was the beginning of overcoming $1,500 a day crack. Oh, wow. Yeah, you had to claim it. I mean, you have to be honest with yourself. Exactly, Sam. Exactly. True friends tell you the truth, even if you know, yes, because they're trying to protect you from something worse. And you can look back at them with respect and say, at least you respected me enough to be honest with me. So, exactly. Friends are not there, in my opinion, to be your yes men. That's not helping me improve in life. I am not a perfect person, and there's not one out there. So, I want people to tell me the truth. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this evening. Like I said, we're going to, until Tiffany's ready to return, we're going to take a break from girls' night, but I'm still going to do the home front every night. And I'm really happy that you guys spend time with me on the home front, and thank you so much. If you like this, please share it out. Don't be selfish with the information. I really would like anybody who has a question, anything that I can help with, please reach out. I'll respond to you as quickly as I can. I'm also on Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube. I drop all my videos over to YouTube, so if you guys want to watch it, it's there for you. And the home front's usually at 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday, Joe. So any kind of topics that you guys would like to see me to answer, any questions I can help you with, please feel free to get in touch with me. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you tomorrow.